Hi guys, this is going to be a pick a deck reading, and I'm going to pull one card for your mission for the year 2020. Now the reason I'm doing this is because 2020 is going to be a huge transition year. The type of energies that we're going to have next year astrologically only come around about once every 30 years. So it's a big deal. Um, a lot of you may already be aware of what the changes are going to be for you. A lot of you probably got some kind of news or information last month about the changes that are coming up for you next year. The reason I'm doing this is because it's for people who want to do more than just experience the change. If you want to take advantage of the energy that's going to be available to everybody, then this reading is for you. You can think about which deck you want to pick from while I'm talking, but if you are really gung-ho, you can pick them all. And that's fine. You can pick one, two, whatever. A lot of the things that are going to be happening next year are going to be out of your control. They just going to be, or they may be happening to people around you, and then that, because it's happening to them, it affects you. They're going to be positive changes for the most part. Some things that may not look so great in hindsight, like maybe next year, you'll realize where. Don't get too wrapped up in the externals, the things you can't control. Like I said, this reading is for those who want to take advantage of what's happening for yourself personally. There'll be changes in careers. I know some of you have already know you're going to be getting things like promotions next year. Some of you may be, for a lot of us, it'll be about realizing who you really are, what you really want. And that affects your whole life. It affects your relationships. It affects what you're doing. It's also going to be a very creative energy. Like suddenly you may start getting into, I don't know, something really creative. Whereas in the past you may not have. Last year may have felt very stagnant to some of you. Next year is not going to be stagnant for anybody. You can also be, and we'll see what the cards say, but it may be a time for many people just to accept the changes that are coming, or even embrace the changes that are coming. But the biggest, I would say, theme for next year is to, or advice is to really focus or pay attention to how these energies affect you. Pay attention to who you are, because I feel like a lot of these changes are going to reveal things about you that maybe you didn't realize before. Okay, so let's get into it. So if you picked, and like I said, these missions are things, you don't have to do any of these. I mean, if you don't, I mean, that's fine. But this is like, if you want to like take advantage of the fact that things are shifting and maybe have a little bit more control over it, or just enjoy the process more. These are missions that you can take on. Also keep in mind that anything that you do, especially next year, any mission that you choose to take on will have far-reaching implications for not just you. You can actually affect your environment quite a bit next year if you choose to. Okay, so first one. Let's see what the first mission, should you choose to accept it, is from deck number 1. Okay, deck number 1, 4 of Swords. So this is that energy of that I was talking about for some of you, about just accepting the changes. 4 of Swords is about retreat, retreat from battle, deciding not to fight or get into confrontations, taking a break, or maybe just taking a break from something that you were involved in last year. Also, that's what this could be. It's a very still, restful type energy. So your mission may just be to receive and to take a break, maybe slow down. Okay, and then the second mission. Let's see what the second mission is. Okay, mission 2. Queen of Pentacles. I see this as a very career-oriented type card, focusing on what you want in your career, using the talents and abilities you have to possibly expand what you're doing. This is also that energy I saw of people being promoted. This is using your resources wisely. This is growing your abundance, although I don't see next year as being a very big money year. I see it more as a growth period where, especially if you've gotten a new promotion or are about to, you will be working on that new position and possibly saving your money, but not really. It's just not about the money. It's more about you and what you want to accomplish. This is also, I'm also getting, somebody's trying to tell me, this is also a very climate change oriented energy. So if that's something that's important to you, this mission is also about getting involved in that, getting involved in activism in regards to climate change, taking care of the earth. That might be a big something that you do. Or it is something that if you do choose to do this, it will have an impact. Okay, and then the third mission. Let's see. The third mission, Ace of Wands. Okay. This is a big deal for you personally. Ace of Wands is all about something brand new, a new passion, something burning, a burning desire, lighting the world on fire, something very personal, very you, learning about a new passion that you have. That this harkens to what I was talking about earlier about creativity and discovering something new that you enjoy doing. Now, Don't take this lightly, because creativity in many forms can have a huge impact on the world, actually. If you're a writer or an artist or a speaker, you can have a huge impact on the world with your creativity. So pay attention to that. Pay attention to that, what sparks your interest. For some of you, you're already starting to feel this, actually. You already have an idea what this is. Okay, and then the last mission. For 2020. Number 4 is King of Wands. Okay, guys, this is a real, this is a natural born leader. This is a lot of responsibility. Okay, you are the change maker. You are going to be leading the charge for one of these big changes that's happening next year. People are going to be watching you. They're going to have their eye on you. They're going to want to be like you. They're going to want to do what you do. Think now what that is. Realize how much control you actually do have. Realize how much influence you actually do have. Use it next year. So important. Please, if this is you, get out there and do it. Whatever it is, it's important, especially for next year. Especially in January is when this is all gonna start. Right at the beginning of the year. People will follow you. People will listen to you. Think about what's important to you, what changes you want to see. Do it. Don't hesitate. Do it. You've got a lot of power to make changes for a lot of people. Okay, guys? So we have resting, taking a break from something, climate activism, or just this is just about your career expanding, a new passion that matters, and then leadership, taking charge. Thanks, guys.